All right, we are back, guys. We are back, and we got part two. So I promised you guys part two of this video. We're gonna go through more of the Car Wizard's opinion on Kias and Hyundai. So let's go ahead, go check out part one. If you haven't checked out part one, what I'm doing is I'm doing a reaction video to Mr. Car Wizard talking about the Kia Optima and how bad they are. And I kind of corrected some of the things that he mentioned whenever he was talking about what are the good year models, what are the bad year models. And again, if you have any other questions, or if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below or just email me at info@carls-garage.com. And I will have no problem answering any of your questions. I also have a free guide, which will give you basically all the rundown on what's going on with Kias and Hyundais and their recalls and stuff like that. So let's go ahead, just jump right into the video. You know what? Let me make sure that you guys can actually hear this. All right, so I fixed it so that you guys can hear more of the Car Wizard. And then whenever he talks, I'll be quiet. But yeah, right now he's just talking about the AC issues. And I'll fast forward because he goes over some other issues with these cars. Let's go ahead, let's make it big.
This is one of those situations, guys, that if you don't have a trusted shop and you just take it to willy-nilly anybody, you could really get taken to the cleaners. And the second bit of advice I have for you guys, which this customer they just want it fixed, they didn't know any better, tell your mechanic what you think is wrong with your car.
All right, so that is huge. That is, I've been telling people that since we were at our old house. What he just said is the key to this video. So I'm glad if you guys are clicked here, stay to episode 2 or part 2. Hopefully you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. And it's free and it helps the channel. It helps me kind of get this information out there. But listen, guys, what he just said is extremely powerful and informative and information that's going to help you. Here's why here's why specifically is for not just anybody, but especially for Kia and Hyundai people. If you own a Kia or Hyundai, because if you call Kia or Hyundai and say, hey, my engine is having problems. It's stuttering, it's shaking. I think there's something wrong with the engine, They're going to run an engine diagnostic. They're going to charge you the $200 fee it costs to do that. In some places it's cheaper, but mostly $200. That's like the standard. It used to be $100, but now it's up to $200. They're gonna find an issue, especially if you have a Kia or Hyundai, and he'll tell you about that too. They're going to find exactly what you're telling them is wrong. And then they're gonna find a slew of other things. That's why I have that video where the guy got his engine diagnosed and it was a $10,000 recommended bill. $10,000, this Kia dealership tried to charge this guy for everything pertaining to his car. They went through the entire car. So this is the reason why calling and telling the dealer what is wrong with the car is like the most insane thing possible, especially with Kias and Hyundais. Here's the caveat. If you don't tell a Kia dealership or a Hyundai dealership that the issue is recall related, they are not obligated to tell you anything. And the second you say recall, then that's fine. Second you say recall, now you're in a different category. Now you're in, okay, we need to push you down the recall process. We are aware of the recall with this motor. Do you have the KSDS? Have you had this car serviced by anybody else? Do you have your maintenance records and so on and so forth? But if you don't call, if you have a Kia or Hyundai, if you don't call and you don't say recall related or anything specific to that, and you just tell them the issues that are going wrong with your car, well, it's a dealership and they're here to make money, and dealerships cost the most. So they're going to walk you down the path of paying the most money for something with your car. And he's gonna go ahead and talk about this too. I'll actually make it big because he's gonna say some things that are very important. So I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna make this screen nice and big, make me small. Okay, and then let's hear what the Car Wizard has to say about this even further.
Say it's making this noise, here's the car, tell me what you found out. Even though you might have an idea in your head what it could be, don't say anything. Because if it ends up being something really cheap to fix your car, they know you're already expecting a big bill. They're not going to let you go without writing up a big $2,000 or $3,000 bill, when it could have been $200 or $300. I know some shops, I've heard of some shops in the area that they have practiced that kind of a thing. Oh, you think it's going to be a head gasket? Okay, well, that's what you're getting quoted. And it ends.
Exactly. I've seen that a bunch of times with people with the Kias and Hyundais, especially that. They'll say, if you'll say, hey, my car's burning oil, they're going to say head gasket, even though it's a valve cover gasket. Or they're going to say valve cover gasket, in which they're going to probably charge you like $1,000, because I removed the valve cover gasket on a Honda, on a Kia, on a non-turbo. I've done it on a Honda too. That's why my brain said it. But on that specific Kia, which is, I don't think this one is turbo, it's not an easy job, because they have the high pressure fuel pump right on top. So you have to mess with fuel lines and all that other stuff. Whereas predominantly no other valve cover. I've done one on my truck. I've done one on the Honda, the V6 and 4-cylinder Hondas. I've done one on my Toyota Camry. I've done one on my Lexus. I've done one on various other vehicles, including this one. And this was by far the hardest valve cover replacement I've ever had to do, because of that high pressure fuel pump that sits right there on top of the motor, because these are GDI engines, direct injected engines. So, or gasoline directly injected or whatever. So that's what makes it difficult. You have to know how to get that high pressure hose off and undo all the bolts and then take it off. It wasn't your standard, valve cover job that on the cars that I just named. Even the Lexus, even though the back one is, no, I didn't actually do it on that Lexus. I did not do the valve cover gasket on that. I did the spark plugs. But again, to do the valve cover is very easy. It's just that the back half of the motor is like right there at the firewall. So that is a little more difficult. But these are 4-cylinders, so they're right there in front of you, but it's still a difficult job. In fact, my wife, I have that video, both parts, and that took me a very long time to do. There's so many hoses and stuff like that you have to do to get off. So yeah, again, and that's where a lot of people start to see the issues with their cars. They start to see the issues with oil burning. That's the number one thing that you're going to start to see. Your engine's going to shake and you're going to see oil burning a lot. You're going to be pouring in like a quart of oil, like at least once a week. And you're like, what is going on? And that's a clear indication that your rod bearings are shot, which always happen in these cars. But again, if you don't have the KSDS, which is knock sensor detection software, you're done. You're done. So you're going to call in saying, hey, I think, even if you say something, even if you say words like, hey, I think my rod bearings are going out, can you guys check it? Or my engine is this. Yes, that's exactly what they're going to do. Just like he just told you. They're going to be like, yeah, you need new rod bearings. They're not obligated to tell you that those rod bearings are covered under the warranty recall. They're not obligated to tell you that. They're just going to tell you what your car needs. And then just like you said, if you come in for something small, and they know that you're thinking of something small, they're going to find other stuff, like just period. I don't care how much maintenance you do on your car. If you take it to a dealership and say, hey, tell me everything that's wrong with it, their job is to just find stuff. And they're going to do it. They're going to be, oh, well, this is that, and this needs this, and this needs that, and it needs this, you need new tires, That's their job. Their job is to run up a bill on you. That's the only way that they can make money. It's not like that they can make money by doing anything else. So that was just a huge piece of information that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let him finish here.
That being something small. Let us know in the comments some of the stories you guys have with situations like that where...
Yeah, let me know in the comments too. Some situations that you guys might have had. Try to keep it to Kia Hyundai. I'll accept all, obviously it's comments, you can write whatever you want, but keep it to Kia Hyundai. Let me know what these dealers are out there telling you. You know what I mean? And also guys, if for all my members and people out there who have already paid, I have my dealer, where is it right here? Success stories. No, not success stories, which I do need you guys to go report your success stories. Everybody reports their success stories in the comments or an email. I need you guys to come here and report your success stories. Maybe I'll make this part public so that you guys can do it. Here we go, dealer ratings. I need you guys to come here and put in your dealer ratings. A lot of you guys tell me about the dealer in comments and social media, but you guys never come here and add this. This is so more people can know. So I think what I'm going to do moving forward, I'm going to make this section available to everybody, and I'm going to make the success stories available to everybody. And then you can come in here freely without being signed up as a member and just come in here and just write your success stories. This way they're logged and I can start to share with people in future videos.
You know something small is what it really was wrong with the car. but they tried to take you to the cleaners. Before we dive into what they thought was wrong and what was actually wrong, let's take a look around this Optima.
Okay, so she's gonna go around the Optima. I'm just gonna fast forward all that. Oh, here we go, the engine part. This is very important.
Over and over and over and over.
Let's see what he says.
Fast themselves with this when they had the 2.4
Oh, here we go.
GDI, which is the beginning of Kia. Under the hood, we have the 2.4 GDI, which is the beginning of terrible, terrible quality for Kia. I don't know if this is the original engine or not. If it is, it's amazing. It may be on the second or third engine.
It's not. Like I said, I can't show you guys the whole video, but it's not. It's not the original motor on this car. This is a non-turbo too. This is the 2.4 liter. Yes, it is not the original motor, guys. That is not the original motor in this car. If you find, go ahead. I'll put the link in the description down below to this actual video. But whenever he goes in there, he looks up at the block, and the block, the short block is brand new. It's like freshly chromed out. It's brand new. So no, this is not the original motor. And this is why I tell you, this owner might not even know, or maybe they have the KSDS on it and they already got the engine replaced and they have the lifetime warranty, which you can just keep getting the engine replaced. That's why I tell you guys, my flip program is crazy, because you can get one like this, which has a new motor in it. If you find it for the right price, if anything goes wrong with it, whenever you buy it, even if you keep it for yourself, you can just keep getting the motor replaced. It's lifetime engine warranty. And then also, if you sell it, you can sell it for a premium, because you can say, look, no matter what happens to that motor, I have all the paperwork. Just go specifically to this dealer. And whenever the motor goes out, make sure you log all your stuff, keep all your maintenance records. They will replace your engine. So I think that's another Hyundai in the back too, which is going to be another video separately. But again, I can't show you everything, but I'm just trying to go over the main parts.
But I definitely know in the 15 and 16 Elantras, when they had the 2.4 GDI like this, just like I mentioned in a previous video, there was a time where the dealerships couldn't even sell you an engine because they were going through them so fast themselves with warranty. They didn't even have any in stock because they were failing over and over and over and over. Good car. I probably wouldn't recommend it, but this customer seems to have had good luck with this one. It is in very good condition.
Okay, so that customer hasn't had good luck with that one because they got a brand new engine. So that null and voids that. So he also mentioned the 15 to 16 years or whatever. Again, remember, like I said in part one, years 2010 through 2020 are all that motor, which is the Theta 2 2.4 liter, or the turbo version, which is the Theta 2 2.0 liter engine. So also something that what did he just said something very important that because I was thinking while he was talking.
Is this a good car? I probably wouldn't even have any in stock because
yes. So he's talking about the motors that they don't have them in stock. So this is a question that a lot of people always ask me. Carl, I think that they just put a used motor in my car. I just got my engine replaced. I appreciate your time, your books helped me out. Well, sir and ma'am, yes, they did put a used engine in your car, even if it's nice and shiny and clean, because Kia doesn't make the Theta 2 at all anymore. They don't make it. It doesn't exist. There are no Theta 2 engines being made at all, period. They are all, if you get a new motor in your car, it is a junkyard refurbished motor. That's what it is. So what he's talking about, what Mr. Car Wizard is talking about, he's talking about that dealerships, which still to this day take months to get a motor in because they have to source it from the right place and all this other stuff. They have to do all this paperwork with Kia so that it's registered. They can keep the VIN number and find the motors that go to whatever areas, But don't forget that there's a lot of third-party shops swapping motors. So you have the dealership swapping motors, and then you have third-party shops who are also swapping motors for people that don't know that there's a recall. You think about it, people only go to the dealership if they're conscious that there's a recall, primarily, hopefully through me. Hopefully you got this information through me. But if not, you're just gonna go to your local, auto mechanic shop, and you're gonna be like, hey, my engine's blown. And they'll be like, yeah, sure, we'll sell you one for $6,500. We'll do the whole thing, $6,500 right now, we'll do it. And then they go find one in their local junkyard, they go pick one for, $2,500, $3,000 on a good day, depending on, mechanic shops, they have great relationships with junkyards. So they'll get stuff at a different price than what you and I will get one at. And again, these cars are all over the place. They made thousands of these cars a year. So you can find them in Mexico, you can find them in Canada, you can find them all over the place. And Canada has an even worse issue because they're not even getting their engines replaced. Their emissions laws are way different than here in the United States. So, and I don't even think, I think the Hyundai that he has, this Hyundai and this motor, and this Kia, I don't know if they're the same year, and I don't know if you can swap those motors or not. I don't know if it has to be from a car or not. I don't know if you put the truck motor in the car or the car motor in the truck. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some stuff that has to be done there. But remember, if you have a third party do your motor, then you void any future warranty. But if you have the dealer do it, then you get the lifetime warranty because it's part of the recall. So whenever he's talking about engines, yeah, he's right. They are out, but the caveat is that they're putting used engines in your car. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward. She's gonna go and then he's gonna lift it up. And then that's what I'm gonna show you where he talks about the new motor. So see how he's kind of going through everything? This is what any mechanic shop is gonna do. Every mechanic shop is gonna go through this same thing and charge you. So let's see, was that it? I know he's gonna point to it here. I might have missed it. I think I missed it. It's gonna be like right there. Oh yeah, there it is right here.
It's had at least one new engine. It looks brand new, guys. Look at that shiny aluminum. Very, very clean. A 200,000 mile engine won't look like brand new aluminum. So it's probably had a new engine, which is entirely.
That was my thumbnail. Sorry guys. Let's go ahead and let's watch that again. He said what?
1,000 mile engine won't look like brand new aluminum. So it's probably had a new engine, which is entirely not surprising to me at all.
Not at all.
Guys, I really don't recommend 2014, 15 Kia. Probably not going to be the best buy.
No, because I don't want you guys to be misled. He's not misleading. Car Wizard, you are not misleading anybody. He just is misinformed in this specific case because that same motor, the identical motor is in the 2010 Kia Optima, 2011 Kia Optima, 2012, 2013, 2014, all the way to 2020 before they switch over to the K5 and then release the new motor, which is 2.5 liter in whatever, 2.5 liter turbo or whatever, when they switch over to that motor for the K5. So just wanted to let you guys know that they're all the same. Don't just think, oh, well, I got an older one, I'm good. No, you're gonna have the exact same problems. So then he goes here, but again, this car has a new motor in it. And then he comes here to the end. And I'll be doing this video again on Carl's Garage, but I'll just do the full one. It won't be in two parts. So I will also be doing this video fully on Carl's Garage again, because I'm trying to get as many people as possible. So this is my life. I have to film the same video twice.
As you select floor or vent or defrost, it makes a very terrible noise.
Yeah, he's just talking about
the
AC.
Actuators, it's an entire dash out, especially on, let me show you. The reason why their AC was not blowing cold.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video, because the reason why the AC wasn't blowing cold was because of an actuator valve in the AC line or something like that, or those, I forgot the ball joints in the AC line. It's nothing crazy. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I appreciate it. Got the Car Wizard here, and I will be doing this full video on Carl's Garage. So hopefully you stay tuned for part 2, because I know this is a 2-part video, because I'm not trying to get flagged from YouTube. But again, guys, you can head on over to, let's show you guys, carlsgarage.com, okay? Get your free guide. I do have a free guide. You know what, let me make myself big here. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, so we got the Carl's Garage website, right? Come here, get both books or whatever, both books. You get the Kia Hyundai Flip Program, script book, everything, right? And then you can also go over here to the Kia Hyundai Recall Agent. And this is what I recommend, because so many people buy the book or whatever, and then they just literally just start asking me questions. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work. You have to be the one to actually go through the book and read it, and then start to contact the dealership and all this other stuff. And there's also a script book too, which gives you the script exactly what to say to the dealer. But just buying the book and then just keep emailing me questions, it doesn't work like that. This isn't I don't provide a service because I provide all these videos for free. I just don't provide a service. So then, because I'm a software developer, I wrote this whole AI program in here so that you can just come here and use the tools that you need. If you want a response to give to the dealer that you're talking to, or even to the Kia or Hyundai, I forgot the company that they're called, the recall, I mean, not the recall agents, but the company that you call, I forgot, I can't believe I'm having a brain fart. The company that you call to help you, consumer affairs. Yes, if you want to call Kia or Hyundai Consumer Affairs, and whatever they tell you in email, which I like to keep everything in email because then it's documented, versus if you have a phone call, they'll lie. But this right here, this will help you respond to them and to the dealership. And then also, like I said, you have the chat assistant, KSDS checker, all this stuff in here. And this is lined up right here. Once you get in here, whatever you ask it, it was taught to know exactly what to do to take you down the right path to help get your engine replaced. A lot of people are asking me about salvage title cars. No, if you have a salvage title car, you're done. The fact that you bought a salvage title Kia or Hyundai is kind of beyond me and crazy, but yeah, there's no path to ever getting an engine replaced if you have that car. You basically just bought a brick. You spent thousands of dollars for a brick, and hopefully you didn't take out a loan for a car that has a bonded or salvage title. That would be insane. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Again, stay tuned for the next one, and I'll be putting another one out on Carl's Garage, and I will continue to do this new kind of review video or a reaction video where I react to people talking about Kia. So let me know in the comments if you guys like that. Stay tuned for the next video.